Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon, a retired New York City police detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. And guys and girls, if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you will get all things DutyRon when I go live or when I upload another video. And tonight I have breaking news. I think we all know, and if you haven't heard the news, tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Teton County Coroner's Office, Dr. Brent Blue, we spoke about Dr. Brent Blue with Barbara Butcher a few weeks ago, will be releasing the autopsy results for Gabby Petito. And I know all of us have been waiting for this information. And I wanted to just come live with you quick and talk about it. Guys, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you'll get all things DutyRon when I do go live. And I want to say a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, my channel members, and all of the folks who positively interact in this community. You guys are great, great asset to any true crime community. And you're also very valuable to me. And I want to just say thank you to each and every one of you for being here. I'm going to play for you a little bit of media. There's not much that's out there, but I'm going to give you a little bit from local. So I'm going to play this for you, and then we'll be right back. It's just 22 seconds.
Now to continuing coverage, the Teton County, Wyoming coroner will release a ruling in the death of Gabby Petito tomorrow. We will have a live feed as Dr. Brent Blue delivers his findings at 12:30 p.m. If you missed it, you can also go to our app for the latest. We will have coverage in our broadcast tomorrow afternoon as well. Now to continuing coverage, the Teton County.
That's all we got for you there. I have a couple of other pieces of media that I'd like to show you. But before we get into it, I want to just say hello to a couple of people in the chat. I know it's important to everybody to get acknowledgement while you're here watching. And it's important for me to also say hello to each and every one of you guys that are out there. Boxing MMA, Dawn Marie, Lisa D, Linda Sheldon, Bonnie Walker, Living Your Life. I greatly appreciate you. Michelle P, thank you. You know, it's bittersweet. Michelle P, I'm gonna put your comment up on the screen. She says it's a double-edged sword for me. I want to know, but I don't want to know. It's exactly the same feeling that I have. But I know that in this profession, you have to speak about difficult things. Diane B, great to see you. Thank you for joining. That's my neighbor across the street. I appreciate you being here. I got to do something because it's bothering me. Hold on a second. Somehow my camera dropped down. My camera angle dropped down a little bit. So I had to lift it up. I had to lift it up a little bit. But thank you for grinning and bearing that with me. Again, it is bittersweet. This is the information. This is everything that we've been waiting for, and we really don't want to hear it because we know that it's 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to give you another little piece I have from Newsday. This was local. This might just be just a tad bit more for you guys. So let me give this to you quick because a lot of you want to hear this. This is 48 seconds. But it's just going to give you a little bit more to coverage. I'll go back so you guys can hear it.
Search for answers. And now to the search for answers. 1 month after Gabby Petito was reported missing to Suffolk police. As News 12 has reported, the 22-year-old disappeared while traveling the country with her fiance, Brian Laundrie. 8 days later, the Blue Point native's body was found in Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Her death has been ruled a homicide pending final autopsy results. Laundrie is still missing and remains a person of interest in Petito's death. Police have focused their search for the 23-year-old in a reserve near his parents' home in Florida. And happening tomorrow, the Teton County coroner will release new details in the death of Gabby Petito. That will happen tomorrow afternoon at 2:30.
So that's 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So check your local listings. It's going to be done by Zoom. It's going to be done by Zoom, but this reporter is going to go on to say that Newsday is going to cover it live. So I will be sure to record or get a copy of it. I will be at work, so I'm not going to be able to bring that live to you, but I certainly will do this. I'm going to reach out tomorrow to Barbara Butcher. I talked to her today. We didn't have this information out yet, but I'm going to reach out to Barbara. I'm going to have Ed Wallace on with me tomorrow night at around 8 o'clock, about 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And I'm going to either have Barbara and Ed, or it's just going to be me and Ed Wallace. And we're going to explain and break down everything that they tell us tomorrow. So you might not, you might want to set your reminders. I'm going to set a scheduled live stream for 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and we're going to break down every inch of the results that are released tomorrow.
We will bring that to you live right here on News 12. In the death of Gabby Petito, that will happen tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. We will bring that to you live right here on News 12 as it happens.
Right. So you heard her say it's going to be live on News 12 as it happens. I will definitely be watching. I'm going to be in my office, so it's going to be difficult for me to go live with that. So we're going to absorb it. We're going to get the information in, and then I'm going to bring on the experts to break down every aspect of what they go over tomorrow. But I could tell you this, you can probably count on them going into some details of what happened to her. I'm not going to speculate on it. I'm not going to talk about it here. But the Petitos definitely know about it already. This is not going to be released for them to hear for the first time. So Trina Cirque asked, have they told the Petitos first? Absolutely, 100%. They've told the Petitos. They're not going to get it and be out there in they're not going to get it first thing tomorrow at 2:30. They already know. So yeah, it's a lot of anxiety. A lot of people are this is like somebody said earlier, we want to know, but we don't want to know. So it's difficult at best. So again, this is a part of the investigation that comes out, and we were waiting for this, and everybody's been a little bit antsy. Folks are, I'm looking at some of the conversations in Facebook, and people are arguing and saying, why aren't they letting it go? Why aren't they releasing it? Why aren't they giving information? Tomorrow is going to be the day. So we're going to hear about in some details of how Gabby Petito was murdered. And it's, if you are suffering from PTSD or anything like that, maybe it might not be for you to hear and listen. But again, it's something that's part of the investigation. It's got to come out. And again, a lot of us want to hear it and a lot of us don't. I will, again, reach out to Barbara Butcher, and we're going to talk. I'm going to talk to her the best that I can and see if she's available. I don't know if she's going to be available to come on and speak to us tomorrow. But I'm going to play just a short clip of when the FBI came out, and this was September 19th. The FBI came out and released the identification that it was Gabby Petito that was recovered out in Grand Teton. It's just going to be a few minutes. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is the FBI agent from September 19th. Remember, it was a late news conference, and we were all shocked that they said, their condolences to the Petito family. But this is going to take us back to the day one, and then we got positive identification from the coroner's office a short time after that. But I'm going to play just a little bit of this for you guys, so you can look back on what we're what we got going on here and where we're at now. So just going to give you just a little bit.
I'm the supervisory senior resident agent here in Wyoming for FBI Denver. Standing with me here today are Acting Chief Ranger Matt Wilbur with the National Park Service, Hunter Bailey, who is Chief of the National Park Service Investigative Services Branch. We also have Teton County Sheriff Matt Carr and Jackson Police Chief Michelle Weber. First and foremost, on behalf of the FBI personnel and our partners, I would like to extend sincere and heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family. Joe and Tara Petito and Jim and Nicole Schmidt. As every parent can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time for the family and friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. We ask that you all respect the privacy as they mourn the loss of their daughter. As you are aware, FBI personnel, in coordination with our partners at National Park Service, the Forest Service, Teton County Sheriff's Office, and Jackson Police Department, have been conducting an investigative activity in the vicinity of the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery. The cause of death has not been determined at this time. We appreciate your continued support and patience as we work through this process. The vicinity around Spread Creek campsite will remain closed to the public until further notice. This is an active and ongoing investigation, so we ask everyone maintain distance from law enforcement personnel and equipment, vehicles, and related activity for their own safety, as well as to protect the integrity of our work and respect privacy for Gabby's family. We appreciate the tremendous support from the public. The support from the public's response to request of tips has been remarkable. We continue to seek information from anyone who utilized the Spread Creek dispersed camping area between the dates of August 27th and August 30th. Anyone that may have had contact with Gabby or her boyfriend, or who may have seen their vehicle in that area. Please share any new information with the FBI at tips.fbi.gov or 1-800-CALL-FBI. And finally, the Denver Field Office Direct is 303-629-7171.
All right, so I wanted to share that with you guys for those of you who didn't see that. It's just what happened in the beginning from the September 19th recovery of Gabby Petito. We fast forward to today and tomorrow at about 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We will have the results, and I will bring it to you at 8 p.m. tomorrow night with Barbara Butcher, hopefully, and definitely Ed Wallace. Ed, don't forget Ed Wallace, who's a crime scene expert. He is at the forefront in his field in the crime scene unit. He worked with Barbara Butcher at the New York City Medical Examiner's Office quite a bit. So Ed and Barbara work together. So he knows the ins and outs of everything. So he is well-versed in the autopsy process and procedures. So I've asked Ed to try to get a backup, somebody maybe that we could bring in from the medical examiner's office for tomorrow night. And he said he's going to work on that. Again, tomorrow is going to be difficult at best. The family probably already knows what's going to be said tomorrow. Nothing is going to be a secret for them. It's not going to just, they're not going to lay it on them at that press conference. They give the courtesy and tell the family what's going to be released. So they're the first to know. Just for anybody, I saw a bunch of people ask that. I actually answered it early on. Again, if you're not yet subscribed to this community, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you'll get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. And go over to my website, which is DutyRon.com, and you can find all things DutyRon at that website, and it's going to give you links to my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, my Discord group where you can get in there and talk true crime stuff. So again, there's a lot going on all around, and as you can see, Rebecca is talking about the Northport Police. They have their hands full. There's a lot of protesters, a lot of angry people out there. But I say this, please, everyone should remain calm. And, the disturbing of the peace and disorderly conduct does not bring us to the arrest of Brian Laundrie. So for me, I don't see a lot of production, anything productive coming out of that type of behavior. And that's just my personal opinion. We all have our own opinion. Some of you might argue and say they should be out there, but I don't see how and where that's going to get Brian Laundrie to come back and turn himself in. He's going to have to do it on his own. So I ask people in that Northport area to please back off and do the right thing. If you want to protest, go to a park or go somewhere away from that location. The police already have their hands full, and I think that it should be. We should, if we want to really respect the Petito and Schmidt family, going out there and threatening the Laundrie family, that makes you just as bad as a criminal, as a common everyday thug. And I just say this because I feel very strongly about this. There's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. Sending death threats to Cassie Laundrie and her family, or to Brian Laundrie's parents, that makes you a thug as well. So I say this: please do not partake in that type of behavior. Do not follow a mob mentality. Harassing and bullying is never a good look, whether it's in person or online. It doesn't make you a better person when you do stuff like that. Again, and that's my opinion, and I feel obligated to talk about this because it is an ongoing problem out there in Northport. And again, if you want to respect the family and you want to protest, there's ways to do it. There's ways to do it. So again, for me, I feel it's a distraction. It's a distraction of resources. Those police could be responding to people who really need them, who their homes are getting broken into, or they're a victim of, God forbid, a robbery, a rape, gunfire, aided cases where people are sick or injured, car accidents. The police do not need to babysit a bunch of rowdy, disorderly people outside of the Laundrie home and Brian Laundrie's sister, Cassie Laundrie. Again, I can't overemphasize how important that is. So, Joe Murray, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe Murray says, "Amen, brother, and thank you for putting out this unpopular but very reasonable message." What we are most focused and concerned with today is what we got in front of us. Tomorrow, in the forefront, we have the release of cause of death and autopsy results from Gabby Petito's autopsy. So the coroner over in the Grand Teton coroner office, we spoke about him. His name is Dr. Brent Blue. He's going to give his findings tomorrow, and that is going to give us a little bit more of the piece of the puzzle of at least knowing what happened to Gabby. I mean, by a show of hands here, who has been, for all of this time, who has been so curious and so wanting to have that bit of information? I could raise my hand to that. I'll raise both of my hands. I want to know how she died. And obviously we want to know by whom. We can all guess it by whom, but we want to know, was she strangled? Was she shot? Was she smothered? What, we're gonna. I believe we're gonna know tomorrow. Brina Becca says, "I'm so grateful for you and your experts. As a battered woman, this case has triggered me, and I am praying that more women will leave their abusers." Amen to that, Brina. I'm going to do a special on domestic violence and that exact subject. So thank you for bringing that up. I will be doing a special on domestic violence. Thank you, Diane, for that support. I appreciate it. Again, people, John Walsh, Dog the Bounty Hunter, everybody has their thoughts, you know, and opinions. As we say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. But at the end of it all, what's going to matter is the information that comes out tomorrow by Dr. Brent Blue. And we know that he was assisted by outside sources. So it wasn't just Dr. Brent Blue doing this autopsy. So I feel strongly and confident that they got it right. And I do believe that we will know tomorrow. And again, I'm going to bring you Barbara Butcher. Hopefully, I'm hoping that she's available. I'm praying that she's available for us. If she isn't, I will bring it to you at a later date. But tomorrow night, no matter what, Detective Ed Wallace, crime scene unit expert, will be live with me tomorrow night, 8 p.m. But I'm hoping that we have either Barbara Butcher or another professional from the medical examiner's office in New York City. There's plenty of retired medical examiners that that Ed knows, and he's going to reach out to them. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I want to just pull the chat and say hello to everybody. MC's audio is here. Ocean's Angel. Justice for Gabby says Lori Deutschming. I think I butchered up your name. I Barbara butchered your name. I apologize for that. So Michelle Jeffrey says, I'm surprised they'll release it to the public. I personally think at this point, the cause will not change the fact that she no longer is here. Obviously, it is very sad. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. What's my take on the Moab officers? Go back to my video. I have 2 of them on that. If you want to go back to my video, here's the Lost is Not Alone wristbands. I'm doing a fundraiser for Texas Midwest EquiSearch. Lost is Not Alone and EquiSearch Midwest. These wristbands are available for purchase. If you want to support the group that goes out and searches for the missing, Midwest EquiSearch, Texas EquiSearch are great people, and I implore you to go over and pick up some of these wristbands on the website. It's a fundraiser. Matty Boy Sully, great to see you. Boxing MMA all the way from Ireland. Let's get a roll call going quickly, and then we'll get back into it. Annette, thank you for becoming a channel member. Annette Alve became a channel member. Thank you. Let's get a little bit of roll call going. Let me know where you're watching, city, state, or country, and I'll say hello to as many as I can. Jennifer Nobles, good to see you. Love and respect over in Bakersfield. And let me know if you're new. I want to know who is new and who's a first-time viewer and a new subscriber. Let me know in the comments. Watch your video from Oscar. Yes, pretty funny. Queensland, Australia. Hello, Crime Ghost. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I'm going to highlight some of these. I don't get a chance to do this from the mobile. Welcome. Let me go back up to the beginning so I can get everybody. I want to get everybody in here. So bear with me. This is going to take a little bit of time. I missed the super chat from Melissa. I was abused for 10 years, broken bones and all, and I got out. And that's why Gabby's story touched my heart, and why I traveled from Wisconsin to Long Island. Hey, amen to you, and God bless. I'm so glad that you got out, and thank you for that super chat. And thank you for telling your story. Hi, Jody. How are you? Good to see you. Let's get this going. Traverse, Michigan. Hello. Hi, Lucas. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hi from Pennsylvania. Arthur from Lynn Arthur from Los Angeles. Good to see you. Mike from MC's Audio. Great to see you. Debbie, thanks for joining. Iowa, the old corn capital of the world. Hi, Terry. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. Hi, Courtney. Good to see you. Thank you. You know, I know that this pisses off some people. Not that I'm doing it to piss anybody off, but this is how I show my appreciation to all the folks who take their time out to sit and listen and interact and engage. This is my way. It's a small way of saying thanks, and I feel it's important. If I take out 5 minutes or 10 minutes in a live stream is about live interaction. A video, a pre-recorded video, is about listening to someone talk. This is about interaction, and I want to know in the comment section down below why you like live streams versus uploaded videos. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, because we get to interact with you, DutyRon, we get to hear you speak. Tennessee girl from Rogersville, ground zero for Summer Wells. Love and respect to you, Tennessee girl. Thank you for being in here. I really do appreciate it. Live streams are a different animal. It's a different beast than going and doing a edited and cut up video. I don't do edited and cut up videos because I don't like them. I think that they're kind of like fake to me. It's like, you know, you're splicing it together to sound the best. This is not easy to do because it's real life, and you screw it up sometimes because you miss some of your words, you misspeak some of your words, and then you have the fun of other people telling you, hey, you didn't say that sentence right, or your pronunciation wasn't correct, or I love to hear your Long Island accent. So it's fun. This makes it a little bit more over the top and fun. Thank you, old lady. Good to see you. Joyce Williams from West Virginia. Trying to highlight everybody. This is going to take me about another 5. Nancy in Tennessee. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hi, Mercy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in Dave Rader's hometown. And thank you for being a channel member, Megan. Dar A from Kansas. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Sack and Fox Nanny. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you. Appreciate you. Barbie. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Welcome. Thank you for joining. You guys are really giving me a lot of work here, but I love it. I love it. Thank you, Sandra from Pittsburgh. Hi, from California. Good to see you, Sandra. Sandy V, thank you for joining. Jaylene Johnson from Georgia. Thank you. Hello from Canada. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Faithful in Wonderland. I'm a survivor too. All love and positive vibes. Thank you. Buffalo, New York, cold as heck. Wilmington, North Carolina. Hello. All right. I think I'm getting everybody. I think I got everybody. If I don't call out your name, please forgive me. Just too many. Hello from South America. New. Good to see you, GRL. Thank you for joining. Wow. So many people. By a show of hands, who's going to tune in tomorrow night at 8:00 to hear us break down and cover what the coroner is going to give us? Who is going to be able to make a live stream 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, Eastern Standard Time? Thank you for sending the email, Charlotte. I'm overwhelmed with so much emails. I will be getting back to everybody soon. Thank you for that. Who's going to join? Hello from North Carolina. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Just want to see by a show of hands who's going to be joining tomorrow night. Let's see if we got some folks. Wow. Looks like a lot of people. Yeah, you're not going to want to miss it because we're going to have a lot of information for you. We're going to do the best that we can to break it down. And I'm paying attention to the chats because I saw a lot of super chats coming by. Thank you, Holly Henry. This story touched my heart because I wish I could wrap my arms around all these women. Education is so important. Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you for that super chat. Okay, I don't think I missed any more. All right, a lot of you guys will be joining, and that's great. I appreciate it. I wanted to do something that I normally don't do. And guys and girls, bear with me on this because this is something that I'm doing just impromptu. I didn't plan to do it, but I want to let a certain amount of people, I'm going to allow 10 people total over the whole time. So 10 individual folks. I'm going to have 10 of you one by one join and talk only about your feelings about tomorrow, about the release of the cause of death and the autopsy results from the Teton National Park coroner. The Teton coroner, his office is going to be releasing 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Dr. Brent Blue. So I'm going to have 10 people call in. Make sure your mic and your camera is on. And we're not going to talk about the Moab police. We're not going to talk about stuff going on in front of the dirty laundry residents. Just about your feelings about what's going to happen tomorrow. And I'm going to share the link in the chat. I don't normally do this. I really don't normally do this. I think I did this once before. All right, let's just keep it straight to the release of the autopsy tomorrow and cause of death. So here we go. There it is. It's in the chat. One at a time, and we'll do it quick. We'll take up the last 10 minutes or so of this live stream, and we'll wrap it up at 45 minutes. So it's 30 minutes now. We got 15 minutes. Thank you so much for that super chat, Kaylee. Thank you. Hello from Paradise, California. Great to see you. Thank you, Tracy Todd. Thank you for joining, Tracy. Appreciate it. Bren Backer became a YouTube member. Thank you for becoming a member. I'll put it again in the chat, and I'll pin it. Oh, shoot. I can't even pin it. One of the mods could grab it, could grab that link and just keep putting it in. So again, I'll stay on for 45 total minutes. So however many come on, if nobody comes on, then we'll move on. But I just thought it would be interesting to hear your thoughts. I always like to try to open up the conversation, and that's why I answer a lot of the questions in the comments section, because I like to continue the conversation after the live stream ends. So Kate says, why does the toxicological reports take so long? Because a lot of times they send them out. They're not done in-house, and they send them out. And we talked to Barbara Butcher about this. She mentioned it to me. So we talked to Barbara about it, and we covered it on previous live streams. Austin Schaefer, thank you. Super anxious for tomorrow. Says $5 super chat. She says, I've been losing a lot of sleep thinking about Gabby. Appreciate this community, Ron. You make my day better. I love messages like that, and I'm glad that we can give you just a little bit of take the edge off a little bit. Thank you for that. Rach sends in 6 months sober today. I'm sorry to get off topic, but I'm proud of myself. Congratulations, Rach. 6 months sober. That is something to be proud of, and I'm glad that you are shouting it out from the rooftops. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing it with us. All right. Christy Madsen's trying to join, so I'm going to put her on in a second. Christy, thank you so much for coming live with DutyRon.
Madsen's trying to join, so I'm going to put her on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? See, this is what I always get afraid of. I put somebody on, and then they can't.
I can hear you.
So I'm going to remove her until she gets that worked out. So again, you got to have your mic and your audio enabled. So, Tia, hi, hello, Decipher. Thank you for joining. Okay. Hi. Oh, here's someone that I'm familiar with, Jessica. How are you? Hi, Jess.
Hey, how are you?
Could this be me? Could this be on my end? I guess not. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just not equipped for this. I thought it looked like the audio was coming out and everything was good. The release of the autopsy results makes it so final, and you move on to a different fight. Yeah, it is. You move on to a different fight because now you know. So I'm going to try to add back
Can you hear me?
into it again. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Again, another colossal fail. She sounded great. I can't hear her. So I don't know what it is, but I can't hear her.
We are definitely having some audio problems on your end. I'm sorry. I can't hear a word you're saying. And I don't want to turn in or turn on YouTube.